These are the instructions for the homecoming layout project. We first need to download the layout and the photos you need for this assignment, and while you wait, we're going to work on some of the copy of the spread. First, go to Schoology, then to Your Class. Click on the Homecoming Layout Project folder and find the link for downloads you need for this project. Click on that. If you get an error message, click the arrow next to it. First, download the layout. 3 dots next to layout, click download, and then download the photos separately. Click the 3 dots and download. It's going to start zipping the file. We'll get back to this in a few minutes. Then go to the yellow folder down at the bottom of your screen and click Downloads on the left. The top one you downloaded just now, called Homecoming Layout Dummy Spread, double click to open up Adobe InDesign. You may need to log into Adobe if you've never logged in before on this computer using your @student.midwayisd.org email address. First, let's fix this font. And we also need to change our workspace probably. If you don't see what I see with font and size at the top, go to Window, Workspace, Book. And you should be able to see all these toolbars that I see now. Click the typing tool on the left-hand side, the T, highlight the word homecoming. You can also double click it as long as it's highlighted. And this doesn't feel very homecoming to me. Let's find a different font. Click the arrow next to the font name. You can look at the fonts really small, medium, or large, and you can also filter them by style. We have sans serif, serif, and many other styles. You can choose any you want. I'm going to start with decorative. When I come over here to decorative, I have many to choose from. I personally like the one called Bungee, but if you don't like it, you can change it to anything you'd like, except for wingdings or dingbats. I want to be able to read it as normal text. Also, optional, you can change the size of the font here. We want it pretty big, but if it doesn't fit your particular font style or typeface, let's go ahead and make it smaller or bigger depending on your needs. Then change name to your actual name. Get the capitalization correct, big letters at the beginning of each of your name, first and last. Nickname is fine. One thing you'll discover is at the end of the day, Adobe loves to crash on you, so frequently go to File, Save, so we don't lose anything. Next, let's go check on our downloads. Back in Google Chrome, it looks like my zip drive or zip file is finished. So in our yellow folder, you're going to see our downloads folder, you're going to see one that looks like a zipped up yellow folder. You need to right click, extract all, go to Browse, and make sure it's also going to Downloads. Click Select Folder, and then Extract, and it takes a few minutes, but right next to the one that is zipped up and compressed, you're going to see it start unzipping or uploading to your computer, to your downloads, all of the pictures that you're going to need for this project. You can pause here while this finishes the download. And when it's done, we're going to go back to InDesign, the pink ID down at the bottom of the screen. Now let's start adding pictures. To add a picture, choose the top, it's called the Selection tool, and let's begin with our dominant picture. Please note that there is a gutter right down the middle of the screen. We don't want to put anybody's face or anything important right there. To place a picture, do not go to File, Open. That's something different. Go to File, Place. When you go to File, Place, go to Downloads, then to that opened up folder called Photos, and you'll notice that there are categories for each of our things here. It doesn't matter what you put in the dominant picture. You probably want something that maybe came from the game. Let's open up Game, and if you don't see the pictures, choose the tiny arrow key here and go to Extra Large. Now scroll through the pictures until you find one that really feels like homecoming to you. You're looking for something with negative space off to the side so that we don't put anybody's face there. Choose the photo you want, double click it and choose Open. And then from here you can do several. If you double click the picture, it's going to give you a brown box. Using your arrow keys on your keyboard, you can move it left or right or up and down. You can also grab the corners of this and make it bigger and smaller. If you decide you don't like this picture, simply click away, choose it again, make sure it has a blue border around it, and go to File, Place, and choose something else. Just don't put anybody's face or anything important right there. In fact, I probably want to move this one over. So that's an example of what you can do for your dominant picture. We will never write any of the captions or put anybody's names there. This is just dummy copy. Now I want you to repeat over and over again. File, Place, go find pictures, resize them, get them in the right spot, move them around wherever you need to. Make sure that we're showing people's faces and lots of action shots that are in focus. Over here, typically on a homecoming yearbook spread, we would have a question like, what was your favorite thing about homecoming? And we would also put people's faces over here. I'm going to get something from the dance this time. Again, it doesn't matter. Put one, maybe two people in these spots. And I'm going to need to zoom in pretty far on this one so I can see this person's face. And you're going to just keep repeating this over and over again. You can switch out photos as much as you want to. You can change your mind on a few things. I'm going to put in one more picture here. It can be from anything. Queen and Court game. Haven't looked at any pep rally pictures yet. I want you to fill in every single one of the boxes. I'm going to put this person right here. All right, once you have filled in all the spots, and oh, by the way, don't forget to file, save quite often. There's a few more things we need to do before we turn it in. You've been saving your work often because Adobe likes to crash. And also, if you don't finish in one single day, it's fine, but you need to be on the same computer tomorrow because we're saving it onto this particular computer's downloads, not anything that's shared. Once you've filled in every single box, again, don't worry about captions or names or quotes. We're just literally filling in all of the boxes. Now it's going to be time to turn it in. Let's go over the grading rubric first. You can find the grading rubric on Schoology. I want to make sure we've done everything correctly. First, we changed the font for homecoming. Then we changed our name, making sure the capitalization is correct. All of the gray boxes have pictures in them. Of course, I would have filled in all of mine. The dominant photo, this big one, is not a posed picture. You don't want the people aware that the camera was there. You want more of an action in the moment shot. In the dominant photo, you made sure that there was nobody's face in this gutter. There's a variety of photos that show everything of homecoming. We should have game, we should have dress-up days, pep rally, parade, court and queen, and the dance. And I have a good start, but I need to add more of those activities. And then the last thing is to make sure that the body language of the pictured subjects do not face off the page. So this person is fine because they're going this direction, but there's this quote bar right here, which would stop that body language. But this guy is a problem. He is completely facing off the page. A better place for him would be in one of the next two boxes or in one of these quote boxes because his body language would then go towards the center of the page. This one is just fine. Her body language is coming forward. Really, you just need to take care of that problem in the corner picture on the edge pictures. So these two and the ones down the side here need to make sure their body language is going straight or towards the gutter. Once you're satisfied that you're going to get an A for this, you need to go to File, Print. We're not going to actually print it, but that's where choosing a PDF is, File, Print. Instead of putting it towards the printer or sending it to the printer, choose the arrow next to that and choose Adobe PDF. Click Print, then click OK. If it gives you any warning message, that's fine. And it's going to ask us to save it now as a PDF. Go to Downloads, and you can call it your Homecoming Layout Spread Done. Save it. Now when you go on to Schoology, you will be able to turn in a PDF of it. There it is, all nice and finished. Check that grading rubric one more time before you go to turn it in to make sure that you're going to receive an A on this. And then in Schoology, you have a place to turn it in. Homecoming Layout Project is where you submit your PDF. Make sure you submit the PDF and not the actual InDesign file.